Welcome to Tilt Space, ladies and gentlemen. I've been out all this afternoon. I was at my nephew's christening, and I'm just now catching up on long Discord threads of just pure, absolute tilt by everyone. So why don't my co-hosts here, Mike Leone and Joe Holka, catch me up on what's going on with our lineups here?
Yeah, just tilting our faces off. First of all, we play the Stafford double as one of our two teams, and we do it with Woods and Higbee, which is the worst possible combination you could have done, even with Woods scoring an early touchdown. Cup goes nuclear. Darrell Henderson was great. So that sucks. Then we have this Dak double team that looks like maybe it'll climb back from out of the grave. It starts off hot, and then Dak just runs insanely bad in the second quarter. And we make a swap off Kareem Hunt to Cortland Sutton, 48% ownership to 4% ownership. And Teddy overthrows Bridgewater on a wide open 62-yard touchdown. So I'm tilting my face off quite a bit, boys.
It covers
Joe,
most of it.
You've sobered up since last Sunday, it seems.
I mean, that's not too hard to do, right? Like any sort of improvement past week 5 would have been looking like it was sobered up. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was looking like it was going to be okay at points. Like we had some leverage, like we had some outs, and now it just like is looking not so good for those teams. Had a decent team going on FanDuel until that Hail Mary at the end of the half, like my Cardinals defense just taking that in the face. So that's not ideal, but yeah, we have outs, I think, still, right? Like we're not, it's not complete, like all is not lost at this point, right? Or is it?
Hey, Leone, think very carefully what you're going to say for the sake of ratings right now.
We're 204th out of 212, so I don't know. Don't know. I wouldn't like we could make a charge for a mid cash, but we would need a lot to go right.
I mean, if CeeDee Lamb wasn't the fifth look for Dak on every pass play, maybe we'd have a chance.
I mean, we need at least 60 points in the second half from Dak, CeeDee, Schultz, Aguilar, and Sutton, which isn't like out of the realm of possibility, but it's
also,
I mean, it's a tough scene.
We had floated the idea of going premium double with Dak, Amari, and CeeDee and bringing it back with Hunter Henry. So, of course, naturally, Hunter Henry scores the first touchdown.
Oh, and Schultz got tackled at the 1, a 24-yard catch to the 1-yard line, and Jarwin scores the touchdown. So, like,
this whole Cowboys thing is the worst,
man.
Like, we got Wilson with 2 catches. We got Pollard. Like, it's like everyone but CD and Amari at this point, right? For anything that matters.
And then Wilson drops a touchdown on third down, where like you would take it for the Dak points. Dak scores twice on QB sneaks. One of them, they call him short and don't review it. The other one, they review it and they say he fumbled. I mean, it's one of those days where, based on what won, I probably wasn't gonna win anyways. But like the cup comes in at 13% too. Like,
dude, if you tell me Cup comes in at 13%, that's a fucking jam and a half.
Like, oh, that stings. Like, I wasn't playing like an uncorrelated Thielen, and that's what's winning everything. So like, but like, I was on the Stafford stuff. I have Cup on a FanDuel team where I swapped out, Mixon for Antonio Gibson late, which that turned out well.
What's up with these quarterback ownership? Is Lamar and Mahomes each 30% each? How is Stafford at 5 and Dak at 3?
Yeah,
25% on quarterback.
Mahomes is 25. Let's just dig through some of these. Lamar's 25.
Yeah, 50% of the ownership, 2 guys. You never see that at quarterback. That's wild.
One thing I got on at least one of my teams late, which made a lot of sense, was Darrell Williams kind of ruining the KC stuff, even though Tyreek gets in on this. Like, Tyreek's clearly not optimal. He just did enough to not sink a team. But Darrell, once it became clear he wasn't going to get steamed because everything was on Herbert, and you see Herbert, who did well, but he was double the ownership. Hunt is like 50%. Henderson was like 25. Thought the Darrell play was sharp. Pete though, like I don't know, man. Tight end is breaking me so bad that
I mean, 50% Ricky Seals-Jones getting a 40-yard TD.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his only? Yeah, I mean, God.
It's and then the reason one of the reasons we don't play Cup is because on our team we wanted, I mean, the Higbee leverage, and 3 of his 5 catches are inside the 5-yard line, and he doesn't score. Cup score like. I mean, tight end's breaking me, dude. It really is.
So what happened with this Cup ownership? Was everyone just paying up for Chiefs?
What's Devontae in this?
This is actually, I thought he was going to come in sub 20, and I should have played him. Like I think nobody at wide receiver got steamed. Yeah, like, I think everyone's sub 20. Devontae and Tyreek were like around 15 in one of the contests I did. Let's see. Tyreek was, so Kelsey was 31 here. Let's see.
Tyreek 24.
Tyreek 24. He got up to it in this one. The other contest I did, he was like 16. I think Adams was like 15. He was a great play too.
It shows the difference on FanDuel, man, because like the contest I'm in that I'm sweating right now in the 888, like Tyreek is 30, Devontae Adams 29, like those guys.
Right, the
were
pricing
just
was
so far
loose there, but like DK, it was hard to build teams with those guys, even with Ricky Seals, and then Kelsey being 7K. Like there were so many double tight end teams, there were so many 3 running back teams that it just kept all the wide receiver stuff down. So, I don't know, man. It's
what's our buddy Noel fan doing up there?
He was winning everything at one point. I was getting screenshots of like multiple 6 figures, so hopefully he's still doing okay.
He's in 3rd in this one we're on right now.
Yeah, I think he had Stafford. Yeah,
dead,
so I think he's dead.
Oh,
McLaurin really. Wow, McLaurin was the surprise.
McLaurin is who did, dude. Everyone got on that double stack and bring back.
Yeah, we thought when we were doing our ownership projections, we were thinking people might get off McLaurin a little bit with the injury stuff, but clearly,
dude,
they did not.
No one was scared of the Tyreek quad and what was McLaurin hamstring. I mean, no one gave a shit. Like it was a full jam.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm yeah. It's a frustrating week where I could have done some things better, but we could have also run better. But like playing Cup, I should have figured out Cup on DK somewhere. I played 6 lineups this week, and then R2 like should have had a Cup team.
Can we go back to our lineup just so we can just tell ourselves we did such a good job with these exposures? I mean, look at the percentages we're getting here. I mean, just total GPP, bro. Smash right here.
Sub 1% bonus. Shout out to us.
How is Dalton Schultz sub 1%? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it really is. And he was 1 yard away from like already being at 13 or 12 fantasy points, like with a half to go. I'm pissed. I don't even think we played like a crazy stupid out there. Like Aguilar is probably the most out there guy we played, right? Like everything else isn't like that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was also like I ran this same Dak double in one of mine, and I brought it back with Jacoby. Even though I know he doesn't score touchdowns, I thought he'd have a nice PPR day.
Did you? Sorry, but did you see what happened to him?
I saw Twitter talking about it. I didn't actually see the play. Was it pretty brutal?
Well, he celebrated he scored his first touchdown in the NFL, and then it got called back.
His mom runs on the field. Yeah. He gives him a hug.
Like, no, he's grabbing the ball. He's signing it. Yeah.
Oh man. Baker's hurt. He just got destroyed and fumbled.
They recover?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want you to know I'm cheering for your FanDuel team, but you're sending me a screenshot
We watched
of that
your
team.
FanDuel team last week.
No, but like I just want to be honest, your team looks dead unless you're playing like 10-man leagues. Like you're sending me teams like with Devontae Adams.
There's 100 people in this tournament, Leone. I was in 3rd until like we literally went live.
Joe, you sent a lineup. Can
you go
send
to it if you want.
You sent a lineup with Travis Kelce and Devontae Adams and Tyreek.
I'm not even 10 points back of second right now. I'm 6 points. I'm 5 points back of second place for almost 13K. It doesn't even
But
matter if
your
you're dead
only
in this.
PMR is a defense.
The PMR is shit in the 4 p.m. games.
All
Let's
right,
be
all right.
honest.
Okay, maybe
Is there
your
a 4
team's more
p.m.
live.
like player that's going crazy right now? Because I don't see him.
I'm just saying, this team looks like it had a lot to overcome.
Leone just doesn't want you to have your heart broken, Joe.
I mean, there's really not a whole lot to overcome outside of like a Hail Mary touchdown going into the half. Outside of that, I'm in third.
Kelsey, I guess. I mean, Kelsey and Devontae Adams feel like.
Darnell Mooney 3%, Cardinals defense 1%, J.D. McKissick 4%. Like that's like what's holding this team up right now.
J.D. McKissick didn't outscore the
15
chalk guys. Daryl Williams and Herbert had more. Joe,
did you play J.D. McKissick on FanDuel?
I have Daryl Williams on this team.
Joe, did you play J.D. McKissick on FanDuel?
Yeah, man.
Did they change it to full point PPR? Did I miss that?
No.
Henderson
the thesis
did
of the play
well.
was game script, Pete. It was a full Mahomes stack.
So what failed for people that you're live?
Just pull up his lineup, Leone. Just fucking pull up his lineup for it.
I'm willing to say that this team like maybe wasn't going to threaten to win, but it's not near as bad as you're saying it is.
I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm just saying I don't know how much of
no.
A
there's
big
a link in the
sweat
chat. It's not in fourth anymore. There's a link in the chat I sent you.
I've got the lineup.
Private chat, Leone.
Well, I don't know. What do you want? Do you want the StreamYard chat? What do you want?
No. You're fine. Joe, you got it. I mean, it doesn't look that great to me.
Okay, well, like who's chasing me down though? I don't even see like a lot of good.
Maybe you're right, dude.
I really don't.
Right.
No, I am right actually. Like I'm willing to say when I'm wrong. I'm actually right in this case.
Okay.
This team is not that bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just didn't think it was like a sweat GPP winning sweat like that.
What are you talking about, dude?
You have Devontae 3 points Adams out of second at 11
place.
points.
3 points out of second place. Who's the team that's behind me that's even close?
Is this a 3-man, Joe?
This is a 123 person tournament. So shout out to playing small field.
Dude, small field's fine. I got no knock on small field. I hope you win, man. I'm just saying like there's the team with Kareem Hunt 3 points behind you. There's another team with Kareem Hunt 3.5 points behind. Like if Kareem Hunt gets 10 points, it's not gonna. I mean, if you get, but like, dude, yeah, let's get the pick 6, man. I'm for you. I want you to win. I just said I saw Devontae Adams and Travis Kelce, and I just in my head was like, how live, could you?
I mean, you as much as anyone knows that you don't need the perfect team to beat 100 people, bro.
Yeah, it just seemed like a lot of guys did really well that were somewhat chalky, like Mixon, Henderson, Darrell, Herbert, Taylor.
Yeah, but like the difference is like a lot of these really chalky teams probably had like, let's think about it for a second. McLaurin fail. Like there was a lot of really high owned failures that were very high priced as well. So the fact that there's like a couple guys in here, J.D. McKissick was the same price as Darrell, 4%, 15. Like it's not a smash, but it allowed me to get into some of these other plays. Like, I don't know, man. I never played these 2 tight end teams, Pete. This is why I wanted to bring it up because I wanted you to rip me for playing a 2 tight end team.
Oh, I'm fucking tilting your lineup also.
Oh, I'm sure you hate it.
That's not why he was initially tilting, Joe. He's initially tilting because he's saying that this lineup's going to drop out of top 10 and not do anything cash-wise.
Okay. That could be true.
I'm also
doesn't mean it's not a sweat.
Oh my God.
I'm totally willing to take El Leone, but like you're coming way too aggressive on a team that's like actually reasonable right now for a 100 person field. That's my only point.
I'm not saying your team's bad. I don't know how many times I have to say that, Joe. You're right though. Receiver ended up really bad on FanDuel, and that's like big difference from DraftKings. We're like, and what sucks for you is just bad luck. Dude, Devontae Adams stepped out by like a sliver. Yeah. And then you'd be like mega live. Like and that.
Cup was 20% too, which really hurts at that like similar price point, right?
Yeah, that's like an 8 point, even ignoring Cup, like just Adams staying in bounds, and he very realistically could have. That's 8 points for you. That would have gone a pretty long way.
Yeah. In your defense, yes, Kareem Hunt can completely bury me. Is that what you want me to say?
I don't
like 50% in this.
Yeah, I mean, there's this guy here's got Renfro and Sutton 6 points, but this guy's got 3 guys going, and he's 9 points back of you. I'm just saying it's like you need something very specific to happen.
Joe, I just want to say Unlike Leone, I am rooting for you, and I hope you
Thanks,
do.
bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm this all this negativity, man. I come on the show sober. I understand if I'm like hammered and can't walk, and I'm trying to like tout this team in 5th place, but man, come on.
Another Kenyon Drake TD, according to the chat here.
Jesus.
Joe, let's get the pick 6, man. Let's get the pick 6.
I mean, we've cheered for a lot like less likely outcomes on this show. Let's be real.
Leone just wants us all to be miserable with him today.
I want Joe to win. I don't know how many times to say I was just surprised this team was live. That's all.
That's fair.
Pull up historical anomalies comment. Picturing Leone as a doctor and saying, "Oh boy, diagnosis does not look too good." The guy just needing just a little smile, just a little optimism. Leone's like, "It's not looking good, man. You're probably gonna die." Oh, it's a bad day when the chat's talking about Kenyon Drake being good for their best ball shares. That's what kind of day it is.
Never mind. I was gonna call out best ball shares of somebody, but it goes against the spirit of what we're working for here.
Do we have anything else to talk about, or should Leone and I keep arguing about this team?
I want you to tell me what was going through your mind when you played J.D. McKissick on FanDuel and you went double tight end with a chalky Ricky Seals-Jones.
No, I'm happy to. So 123 person field. Actually, here's the thing. You know who got in my head, Pete? Was Justin Freeman last week. So last week I played a team without Madison in it with a full Kirk Cousins stack just to try and leverage like the super chalk, like running back play. So this week, and I kind of like came full circle and I was like, what would have been probably more unique was playing that like full on Minnesota stack with Madison. So this week I was like, I'm going to try and figure out a way to play Mahomes premium double, but also play some of the cheaper plays with them. So I played Darryl with them. And then I didn't want to play I mean, obviously I didn't have the salary to play McLaurin on this team, but I wanted to get it. I was like trying to prioritize, like we talked about this before, Leo, and I was trying to prioritize getting some exposure to these Chicago wide receivers who for some reason I'm obsessed with. So I wanted to have the Devontae Mooney mini stack. And obviously at that point, I'm not going to be able to get in McLaurin unless I don't play Tyreek. And I wanted to try and get the double since almost everyone in the world was saying that you can't play Tyreek and Kelsey together, which might be true. I have no idea. But in a 125 person field,
125, yeah.
I still don't think it's that bad in that field. And then at that point, if I already have Mahomes, Kelsey, Tyreek, Ricky Seals-Jones, I'm so chalky at that point. I have to figure out a way to get unique, right? So for me, if that stack goes off, what happens game script wise? Maybe JD McKissick runs into 7 targets or something like that, right? If he gets in the box, I'm there because he's the same fucking price as Darryl. So in this specific team, I wanted to just go ham on that game and try and get a unique piece around it. And for me, that unique piece was doing the mini with Devontae Adams and Mooney, and then having a super low owned, somewhat premium, expensive defense.
Yeah, I do like in the super small fields.
This is not even a team that's viable in like 1,000 person, dude. Like I'm saying, this is like literally built for 100 people.
Yeah, condensing the things you need to get right, especially around the slate smaller. And like our GPP game scores this week had KC Washington popping, even though the ownership was going to be huge, just because there wasn't a lot of ceiling in the other games. So no, that makes sense. I think it's one of those things too, where like when you look at it from the outside, you're just like I get the big stack. You're just like, McKissick on FanDuel and chalk RSJ, but
I don't give a fuck about any of that. It was more or less like, let's think about Kelsey for like as a flex. And let's just try and figure out how to be somewhat unique in this KC Washington game. That's it.
Yeah, I think I had some people like on my show this morning that were like, should we play Demetric Felton? And my take was you're getting way too cute. And there were so many ceiling plays at running back this week that to give up a ceiling at running back could be really devastating when there was like 7 or 8 good prices that had access to 30 plus points. And so that's my only comment about playing like both Darrell and JD McKissick. Like Darrell hits that's his ceiling outcome that he hit today, falling in 2 times. And so it's just hard for like both Darrell and JD to hit that.
He's the same price as Coley Herbert, right? So easily could have been him instead of McKissick. And then you guys are just telling me the lineup's too chalky, right? But if McKissick gets in and it differentiates somewhat from those cheap running backs, it looks a little bit better. You know what I mean? He was probably thin for FanDuel. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying for this specific team, if I'm full on like game stacking this, Mahomes goes nuts, McKissick catches 7 balls, it doesn't look that bad at that price if he gets in.
And as far as the Tyreek Kelsey stuff, 2 things. One, small field, you don't need to hit the nuts. Like if Mahomes goes off, which you want one guy to do really well and one guy to do fine. You know, that's all you want. And also the pricing on FanDuel is looser, so there's less of a barrier for those guys to pass to like be in the nuts. Which you can see. I mean, these teams like are all pretty loaded.
All right, Joe. Beautiful lineup. Trust the process. I hope.
I thought you were going to give me a pat on the back for playing 2 tight ends, man. I've evolved.
I haven't played 2 tight ends yet this year. But apparently I need to head over to FanDuel to give it a shot.
There's that highlight reel from last year where you're ripping me. You're like, he broke all the rules. He played 2 tight ends.
I don't even remember that. I was probably drunk.
I thought you were going to be drunk on the show today. What happened to that?
I can't make fun of. I mean, I played Adam Humphries instead of Ricky Seals-Jones, so you know, a lot of different ways to skin a cat.
Joe, you're the only one here with the sweat, so you know.
I mean, well, like as we've already talked about multiple times, it's not much of a sweat, so we can move on.
Let's talk about we can show our other teams. So the first one we were showing was the Game Changer 1500. Then we also had one in the 777.
Yeah, this is the Game Changer. Dak double.
Yeah, we've already looked at this one. Go to the Stafford one. So how many teams are in this one?
143.
just so fucking checked out.
143. I'm tilting my face off.
Did anyone else like grab a bunch of 4 p.m. action when everything was just complete AIDS on the main slate? Because now I'm sweating that more.
I have not played a late slate once this year. I'm too emotionally drained. I'm
like Dink does that too. I think Mr. Tuttle.
There goes Sutton. Come on.
There we go. Gave it a great name. Was like tilt entering late contest.
Yeah.
The way my brain works. Like I feel like I just don't have the energy for it. So like
different.
I'm like the opposite of you, and like Dink too. Like Dink does the same thing, but I'm just like, man, like the last thing I want to do when the day's going bad is
make it worse.
Use more brain power to enter more contests and maybe lose more money.
I'm the same way. When I have a rough day, like I haven't been playing a lot of Sunday Showdown because I'm just like, I have no energy. The second I think about starting to download CSV stuff to my spreadsheet, I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing it. Yeah. So this one, someone in the chat mentioned tough not to have Cup on this. What did Cup come in at ownership wise in this contest, Leone? Was it similar?
18.
Yeah. That's about what we probably expected.
I don't think we were like, it was one of those things like we didn't think Cup was gonna be crazy high, but we thought he would be one of the highest receivers. And like, I gotta stop this tight end shit. It was like, for me, it was like, oh wow, Higbee's cheap. We can stack
Higbee's
this.
fine, Leone. Don't beat your Higbee is completely fine.
I'm a broken man with the tight end stuff, dude. I'm broken.
I know, but I mean, the reason you're broken is because there's so much randomness, and like, I mean, that's just what's gonna happen. But
Joe's out here playing Kelsey and Ricky Seals-Jones on FanDuel. Getting paid off. He's got a sweat.
Man, it's not easy to play Mahomes, Tyreek, Devontae Adams, and Kelsey on the same team, bro, and pay up a defense. Like, you got to figure out ways to make it work.
Oh, Javonte. Nice run.
Javonte looks good. Yeah. So in this lineup, we did have Hunt. Let's talk through the Hunt stuff, because I think it obviously was one of the big decision points this week. I ended up kind of falling on him being closer to the Madison type play from last week, but having the bonus of getting to see how things go in the 1 p.m. when you have 75% of the games or whatever, and being able to make that decision. And I thought there were enough good late swap options between Sutton going down to a Jacobs, going down to a Rondell or an Odell, that it was completely viable to basically preload your lineups with Kareem Hunt. I did get some pushback on that people were saying there was a little bit too much opportunity cost at running back and that he was an easy fade and you could get in two of the other guys, your Mixon, your Cook, your Taylor, whatever. Where did you guys settle on kind of Hunt this week as a free square versus thinking about fading?
I kind of split it down the middle. I didn't think he was as good of a play as Madison last week. Just projection wise, we didn't have him that good. And also the opportunity cost was higher than it was last week. So I thought it was okay to have a few teams where I full faded him. And then I had a few teams where I thought, even though he's going to be really chalky, just like you said, Pete, you could late swap off him. So I was like somewhat neutral on the Hunt stuff.
Yeah,
I think, go ahead, Pete. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I mean, the thing that I think is hard to think through it with the late swap is obviously Hunt had an awesome ceiling. Leone, I think you had him with a 31 ceiling projection. Next closest running back was 27. You start to look at the late swap options and you wonder, okay, how much of a ceiling projection am I sacrificing going to him versus just say playing Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift instead at the 1 p.m. And that's what I was having a hard time wrestling with. Like, I liked Jacobs, I liked Sutton, but I was like, are we sacrificing too much ceiling for that? I ended up saying no, but that was kind of where I got tripped up thinking about it.
I think that I was kind of somewhere in the middle. Like when we started building teams this morning, Leone, I actually didn't have any Kareem Hunt, and that wasn't like by design or anything like that. It's just I didn't really like a lot of these 4 p.m. games in general, and I was so heavy on them. Like I started to like kind of overthink having no late swap equity whatsoever on a couple of these teams. So like someone in my Discord actually got me on. Originally, I was on a Jamar Chase and TJ Hawkinson mini stack. I ended up moving that to a mini stack with Noah Fant and I think it was Hunt. So like basically that 2v2 would give me more flexibility. If I had a good enough team to move off of Hunt, I could have at that point. Sorry, if I had a bad enough team, I could have moved off of Hunt at that point. And I think I did. I think that's the team I moved to Zeke and Jonnu Smith. So basically giving myself that flexibility versus like Leone, you were on the Hawkinson thing, and I only played 3 teams on FanDuel this week, but it's so hard to make that play, man, after you literally see him limping around the week before. So like I love Chase. Like we had Chase on one of our own teams. He was with Swift though, right? So like I had a Hawkinson Chase team, moved him to a Noah Fant Hunt team, but ended up moving that team anyway to a Zeke and Jonnu. So it didn't even matter because it was I think it was on one of my worst teams anyway. But man, the Hawkinson thing, I don't know, man. I didn't have the stones when it came down to it, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't end up being what, I mean, he got what you wanted in terms of the amount of looks, but
he was still like top 5 at tight end, wasn't he?
Yeah, but like not scoring a touchdown. Just, sure. I mean, the RSJ stuff just killed everything. I mean, he's the top tight end value by like a decent margin with how cheap he was.
So Leone, what's one of your takeaway? Because this week was so different compared to last week, where we had the Devontae Adams mega chalk, the Derrick Henry mega chalk. The leverage points were so obvious. It was almost kind of easy to build from that perspective. This week, it's so spread out. We're sitting here in the chat being like, is DJ Moore going to be chalky? You know, is Tyreek Hill going to be chalky? Is Adams? Like, we had no clue. And then I feel like I kind of just ended up skipping a lot of those plays because I wasn't sure which one was going to be super chalky, and I ended up living more in the mid tier. But what is your kind of takeaway from that when you do see Cup and some of the best plays where, like, I think if you just asked us who is the best play up there, we all would have said Cup. He was underpriced relative to his role. And then it's like, on those weeks, do you just play the best play knowing they're all going to be sub 20%?
Yeah, I think you can. You know, I'm kicking myself for not ending up on Cup because I played Adams and Tyreek for basically the same reasoning that it all applied to the Cup, throw Cup in there. It's the same reasoning. Like, it just felt like running back was going to get steamed in terms of ownership. And basically, as long as you didn't play, like, I thought you couldn't play Kelsey, RSJ, and the chalk running backs together. It just felt like that was too much. But at receiver, it was kind of like, yeah, it almost didn't. I mean, I don't want to say it didn't matter because like 18 to 20% versus being able to get some guys sub 10 does matter a little bit. But
because I wonder if my takeaway, if we talk about really being able to read the room, the DFS water cooler, that KC Washington and then the Baltimore Los Angeles game they were both getting so steamed. We saw it with the Mahomes ownership, the Lamar ownership. If really the takeaway should have been play whatever the hell you want outside of those two games from a GPP perspective, where it's like you can go with the CeeDee Lamb, you can go with the Cooper Kupp because like they're just not going to be able to approach the ownership from those two other games.
Or even play that game, but do it with Darrell and do it without the chalk running backs, basically.
Yeah.
I know it was a tough week though. It was like you said last week. It was pretty clear like what to fade or your decision points were pretty clear. Like you can argue over what you should or shouldn't do, but the decision points were clear. This week it was a lot more of like a mix and match week for me, where it was like I'll play some Kelsey teams, I'll play some Henderson Hunt teams. I'll just try to like make my lineups top to bottom make sense and like have enough differentiation.
Yeah, and I also want to, I see someone in the chat saying, seems like good chalk has been the play all year. Like this isn't a crisis of faith as far as like how to approach GPPs. I still think, Dink wrote about it really well in that column a couple of weeks ago. We keep saying it, what do we win when we win? The thesis of fading, 30+% chalk still remains true. When you're matching the field on that, you're really capping what you can win. I'm more kind of having a crisis of what do we do when there is no defined chalk to leverage off of, then how do you approach it?
It's fair, for sure. It's like such a week. Every week is different. This week, like we talked about it right away. It felt like this is the first time we've had a week like specifically like this. There's one game literally that everyone is going to be on. And I feel like this week was easier in some ways because there's been 2 or 3 weeks already where it was so spread out. I felt so paralyzed on what to do at that point. And we're looking at some of these mini stacks, Leone. It was like, do we go with the Dalvin Robbie or do we go with the Jonathan Taylor Cooks? And like realistically, both of them ended up being pretty good, right? So it was just a weird week in that way. And then Kupp kind of slips through the cracks as like this like premium wide receiver that no one really ends up getting to.
Yeah, and like to Peter's point, like even the secondary running backs ended up getting played. Like the people played a lot of running backs, but man, Odell just dropped a 4th and 4 pass.
I saw that.
Oh, God.
But like the Mixon ended up being like not low.
I wonder if that's because someone flag planted him.
Like Dalvin was the only one. Like I think Dalvin was just such an amazing play.
Yeah.
Both at real time and in hindsight. Then like the JT, like I was struggling, like you said, Dalvin Robbie versus JT Cooks. Like JT Cooks came in at like 40% combined. Like
it was like basically like really similar like prices though between those two, right?
Yeah, it was like pretty much a straight swap, and JT Cooks projected for more ceiling, a little bit better base plays, and then the Dalvin side was less ownership, and that's kind of how it turned out. Was I mean, we basically had 40% projected on JT and Cooks, but I kind of thought it might come in lower.
So what's a TD?
Yeah, this is why I don't like the chat, because someone screamed Zeke and someone screamed CD, and I'm like, which one is it, guys?
I think it's CD. 1 yard touchdown.
I'll take it. I wonder if Cedric Wilson got hurt. I can't otherwise think why
target
CD
hog.
would be getting a target.
I am just like, if we like just miss min cashing, I'm gonna see that freaking Cortland Sutton play in my nightmares.
Yeah, it's brutal. Brutal. The Jonathan Taylor stuff is that primetime game he had, what was it, Monday? Like that killed his ownership. And then everyone's looking for the natural bring back. Cooks's target share is so nice. Like everyone feels so comfy with a Jonathan Taylor Cooks correlation by the time Sunday rolls around.
How annoying, dude, he had 15 touches, bro. Like it wasn't even like he like went out there and touched the ball 25 times in good game script. You know what I mean? Like that's what sucks.
But that's kind of what Jonathan Taylor does, right? Like
I guess he's the reason he's not like the best play every week is because like there is that ambiguity. Like there's like there's always gonna be guys that come in and take touches for him, even in game script like this. Like that's what sucks.
I mean, those efficiency guys is just classic. Play them when the field won't, and don't play them when the field does. Yeah. And this week it was a little bit of a tweener decision, just because even though he was going to be played, there were 3 other running backs that are going to be played even more than him.
Yeah.
So it's like, And then as you go down and you find your low-owned running back, you start sacrificing ceiling, and it's like, oh, like, is so-and-so going to outscore these 5 better other plays? I don't know. It was a tough week.
So Kareem Hunt is getting carried off the field right now. Can't even walk off on his own power. So he's done.
Oh.
Joe, get a pick 6. Now you're live.
No. Team is not live, man. You're right. You're right. I'll take the L. You're right.
Someone's got
I'm an eighth. I'm an eighth. You're right.
We're victory lapping your lineup, slipping 3 spots.
My victory lap on like my 2.5x, and might as well be playing fucking triple ups.
Joe, I'm like trying to come around here for you, and you've just like given up.
I'm not giving up, and I still think like it's always nice having a premium defense at 1%. Like I don't regret anything on that team.
No, that Arizona D was a really good play.
Thank you. That's the first nice thing you said to me today. Thank you.
That is
I need someone to edit from earlier when Joe's like, it's a 125-man field. It's perfectly viable to then him saying, might as well be playing fucking triple ups.
Hey, man. Someone, a wise man once told me that the triple ups and the quintuple ups very soft.
Yeah, Matthew wants the diagnosis from Dr. Leone on this lineup.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's the last time I get weird, man. Fuck you guys. I am not playing. I am not playing a double tight end ever.
We've got people in chat wondering. No, Joe, I love you, man.
See you, man. I'm happy to argue with you about things that don't matter. It's the best. Makes good content.
Makes good content. He says.
I mean, it'd be much easier to not argue about things if we actually had a sweat, which we don't. So, like, we got to make something happen here.
Yeah, fill people in on our bankroll because we had, was it week 2? We had our nice week. We're back to even on our bankroll after this week if we punt it all off.
We down?
I
think we'll be even after this week after we lose.
Yeah. We're gonna be even. We're like basically dead even.
Solid.
If we lose.
Take that
for a GPP, bro. That's a victory.
We'll take that, man. Survive in advance, right? As they say. Do we have any last place finishes? Like I hear those are good.
The I mean, not winning the juke the week we had a top 50 million maker lineup is like at the time you're like, oh, 10K finish, that's pretty sweet. But not now when you're back to even, you're like, shit, we should really be up 10K on the year.
And again, to kind of keep us anchored in hashtag TTP trusting the process, it goes to show it's so fucking hard to win. And when we do win, we need to get first. When we are right, we need to get first. And when the more chalk pieces you add to your lineup because, oh, it's good chalk, the harder it is to get first, the harder it is to separate from the field. So I'm going to trust it. We're on to week 7.
We're just going to take victories, laps on Sutton air yards.
Sutton air yards. Can you drink best ball shares in Sutton air yards? TTP.
At least I'm breaking all the 4 p.m. stuff. Someone needs to like literally take my phone away from me after lock, like because I just like can't control myself.
I don't know how. I guess I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I'm gonna end up with 0 Kareem Hunt and 0 fucking cashes. That's impressive.
It is impressive.
Oh man, I'm trying to see if we can manufacture a min cash sweat in the 1500, but it's not looking great.
Can we bring Levitan on and talk about this Adam Thielen play? Because I had all of the fucking Kirk Cousins last week, and now Kirk Cousins is the #1 quarterback. We got Adam Thielen. We got obviously KJ Osborne. Don't care, but like if you just played the premium Minnesota stack today, like you're feeling pretty good, and literally a week early.
Someone I saw in the earlier in the chat said Levitan was like top 10 in the juke.
Really?
With Odell and I forget who else they said he had going. Maybe Brownstein.
Yeah,
I don't know if Levitan wants to deal with us again after.
He's never
week.
coming back, man. I'll apologize. Like Levitan might never make his appearance on this show again. That's on me.
He actually said he would, but he would make you take a breathalyzer test before he comes back on.
As long as I'm like 0.12 instead of a 0.56.
Yeah, we need your RSJ ownership to be less than your BAC.
Fair enough. Yeah. So my RSJ ownership was much higher than my BSC today. That's for sure.
Let's see. What did Adam?
Ryan says he's currently 9th.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to fix something for our showdown projections. So.
Jalen Waddle season. That's bad for the PSM. Also.
Why? I think Jalen Waddle's a PSMer.
He's tiny. Levitan hates him.
But tiny height doesn't have to do with the PSM necessarily. It
That's
can
true.
be a positive
Like some of the
variable.
smaller guys I ever played with, like there's a couple big
Like,
dongs in there. You never know.
I would never say Rondell Moore is not popping in the PSM, you know?
That's fair.
But I'll default to Levitan on update. Maybe he needs to give us a little guy PSM rankings.
Little guy PSM.
That's good content right there. Top 10 little guys with huge penises. Brought to you by Adam Levitan.
That's his forte. It's his expertise. So.
And no one paid up for defense this week. We have Rams and Cardinals, like actually, wow. Cardinals were 2,700 on DraftKings. They're way more expensive on FanDuel. But Rams obviously very expensive, and those are like 2 of the 3 top ones.
Yeah, it was. This was another week where defense was pretty hard. I liked both the Browns and the Cardinals defenses, but I also had players from those games in most of my lineups, so I wasn't loving that. I liked Chiefs if I could get to them. I liked Panthers, but there wasn't much outside of that like 2,700 to 3,200 band. Cowboys D I liked as well, but I wasn't going high or low this week.
Crane's on the Arizona defense train with you, Holka.
Hey,
Nice.
I mean,
Love it.
do you want to give Kareem the Holka treatment? Tell him that he's
He's telling Crane, hey man, I hate to tell you, man, you're fucking dead.
Actually has some good fucking performances in his lineup. So
No, man, it's tough seeing. Hey, like anything over a 30-person field size, you're dead, man. Sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you.
Okay, Joe. You know,
there wasn't a lot of good plays this week. We can agree on that, right? Unless you play Cooper Kupp, there was some chalk failures or some very expensive plays that just did just okay.
Yeah.
And now Kareem Hunt's hurt. So like there's a lot of things that went wrong for a lot of smart people out there. That's for sure. And I won't even include myself in that because I played 2 tight ends, which I'll never do again. So you guys shredded me. I thought I'd get weird and you would enjoy it.
I
thought
like
you would
the
enjoy it.
the lineup of stacking the whole game. Okay.
No one's objecting to the double tight end thing. I'm more the McKissick stuff that was a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, let's get super weird with the best game on the slate by a mile. What's wrong with that?
I mean, clearly it was good because that's the reason why your team's in a sweat is because of that. It wasn't the other guys. I mean, so small.
I feel a lot better about
it
if I didn't punt a lot back on the 4 p.m. slate for no reason, man. This is like literally what I do. Every time I win, I punt it back in some way, whether it's Sunday Night Football or 4 p.m. Like it's just like someone needs to literally take my phone away from me.
What's your process for punting it off in the 4 p.m.? Are you literally just hand building a lineup just on the fly?
No, I mean,
Mr.
Can we talk about Run the Sims on here?
Fan.
This is a Fantasy Lab show, correct?
Mr. Joey Donnelly here. I'm very happy for Joe. I just because I thought his team wasn't gonna win didn't mean I wasn't cheering.
Just
for
because
it.
your team was
Good
dog
Lord.
shit.
I've been cheering for a pick
Pete,
six for a half hour here.
For the record, if you care, the first thing I did was go to Run the Sims, runthesims.com/overzet. If you want 10%, you got 10% off, Pete. You got a promo, right? So go to that. And then basically what I did is I looked at all the optimal rates and I tried to figure out which guys were going to be super over-owned. So it turned into like, okay, I can't play Cortland Sutton because he's like in 25% of the optimals, but he's like 60%. So I just didn't play him. And then I played some of the guys that were popping in the optimal rate that were like under-owned. That's basically what I did. I built around that.
All right.
So I have a lot of Zeke.
Then it sounds like you have nothing. You said you were ashamed of your 4 p.m. lineups. It sounds like you put some nice thought into them.
Well, yeah, because we're a results-based show, right? It doesn't matter if J.D. McKissick scored 3 touchdowns. He was a bad play, so.
Oh, my God, Joe. You
got a FanDuel guy. I get it. I get it. Anytime you get a guy that's going to.
We needed this Ruggs performance last week, by the way.
Yeah,
we really did.
Was he in the buy low model last week or this week? One of those?
Who is in the buy low? Mooney
3,
was.
1, 10, and 1.
Aguilar was. Robbie Anderson was. Odell was.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. JD McKissick touched the ball 16 times. It was probably thin. Is that what you want me to say?
I think you played a very smart team for a small field tournament. Condense the things you need to get right. I'm all for you, man.
Anytime you can completely flop
I don't know why
on
you're
Devontae
mad at
Adams.
me because
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the
Devontae
chat.
Adams and Travis Kelce didn't have enough juice to win a tournament.
I mean, you were right. I mean, we can have someone cut up. How many times have I said you're right today, Leone? At least 10.
Well, you keep going back to tilting me for it, though.
I don't know. We don't have anything else to talk about. Our teams are not good. Is that what you want?
I don't want this to come off because I'm not rooting for you. I'm very much in your corner.
The good news is there's an AJ Green TD though, so Leone, you're back on cloud 9.
If that's true, Leon, why did you DM me and said, I hope Holka's lineup sinks like a fucking cement block in the Atlantic Ocean? It was like even so descriptive. I was like, where did this come from, Leone?
Hey, this is a chance for you to get that pick 6. Would that do it for you, Joe?
Up, man.
I think you'd get second.
Yeah, I don't know. Anytime you can have a 1% defense, that's one play away from winning 12 grand. Probably okay.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. Let's see.
What's AJ Green's ownership in this, you think?
0. Didn't you say it was like a 120 person field?
Yes, I think so. What does that make? Is you would know, like you always end up in the Thunderdome with like guys where you're the only one that has them, right? Is that like a 4 or 5% or something like that? So a 100-person field. I'm not a math guy. I don't do public math. Number one, it's not that I'm not a math guy. I guess I refuse to do public math. So if JD McKissick is 4%, was there at least some other like poor fool that played him as well?
Apparently,
100%.
Apparently a decent amount.
There had to be like 6 other fools.
Roughly 6.
6 other Joe Holka subscribers.
Roughly 6 people cashing this tournament. Rough, tough scene.
Leone, didn't you tell the people you switched up your contest selection a little bit this week?
Yeah, and I think it was kind of a bad week to do it. I actually think the small field stuff like Joe played made more sense this week, where I don't, like you were saying, there weren't like this super obvious decision point. So I thought, like Joe did, it was smart to make a lineup where you only needed to kind of get one thing right and then like have a couple of differentiation points. I thought that's a really sharp way to build in small field.
Why did you do differently this week then?
I switched up because I thought on the overall over the course of this season that I was maybe, I don't even want to say I was playing too contrarian for my fields, but like I had some teams that I thought if things broke right could beat lots and lots of other teams, and I should be playing more like mid-sized. But I'm having a tough time finding that. So like the monster on FanDuel, I think is like the perfect size, like 1,000 people.
When do you make that decision? Do you make it on Sunday, or did you make it earlier this week when you kind of?
I made it earlier this week because that's the hard part is like if you're regging, it's hard to reg late in the week to get the better contests. So, but you also don't know at the beginning of the week how the week's going to shake out. So I had regged early in the week. I was going to play the Wildcat. Gives me a couple more teams too to play with. Like I can do 6 teams in the Wildcat versus like 4 teams in my super small field stuff. So, but the Wildcat's like I think a little too big for me. Like 5,000 people, I think's, pushing kind of like how I like to play. I think that 1,000 field's a good mix. I'll still play some super small fields moving forward, some 200s. Ideally, though, I really do think you'd figure out where you think your personal edge is and pick your contest accordingly. But this payout structure in this FanDuel contest you picked is pretty nice, Joe.
Is it bad? I didn't even really look at it that hard. I played like
being sarcastic. I think it's a good payout structure. The FanDuel payout structure is egregious, but it's like the right field size.
Yeah.
Or not the FanDuel, the monster, the 888's on FanDuel as well.
Yeah. CD Lamb had another decent catch. I mean, is there any Hail Mary for a min cash if CD scores again for us?
Yeah, we need CD or like Schultz. I think we're like literally the only team with Dalton Schultz.
Schultz stopped at the 1 is so brutal for us.
But this top 10 payout structure, like that's what I like. Like 10th place is more than 10% of first place. Not an egregious drop from first to second to third.
Leone, I've been not playing. It's called the Sweat. It's like a 7-7-7. You know what I'm talking about? It's like basically like it's like almost a double up with upside in some ways. So it's like I think it's 40% of the field. Like you get your min cash back, or you get your buy-in back at like the first cash, and then it like gradually goes up. You ever looked at that tournament before? It's like a 7 something.
I haven't. I think that
I always
like
ignore that one, but
tournament for the people who do like the 2v2 off the clear lineup. I get a
Okay.
little too gal brain for that.
yeah,
Keenum in the game, Joe. So
Keenum in the game. Let's go.
you need a sack and a turnover would I think move you up quite a bit, but
It's not
to,
looking
like,
good.
to
Look,
have a
can I see our
chance to-
CD team? Do we have a prayer?
I think we have a prayer. Oh, Dallas just stalled though. I mean, Cortland Sutton not catching that touchdown
I mean,
is like, so it's top.
Yeah.
What? How many teams cash this? 53. So we're like 20 points, less than 20 points off the cash line. We're like 15 points off the cash line.
I mean, but Dak's 3% and Lamb is like honestly, like it's a touchdown and we're like very close, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're not that far off. Like, I think we could min cash this team.
dude, I would do dirty things for a min cash.
That would get us our money back on the week. We'd still be up on the year.
Really? What's a min cash in this contest?
It's the 1500, which we have not min cashed a single time.
No,
this year.
we bricked this hard.
That's also the other thing that like probably shouldn't affect me, but is a little bit. I'm 0 for everything on my top dollar entry fee. So like I'm 0 for the Thunderdome this year. I'm 0 for on our Tilt Space 1500. So another reason why I did kind of the Wildcat was like I just needed to bring my total volume out there. Like I didn't mind taking the chance with the variance gods on the right contest for like 5-6 weeks, but even though I think I have an edge in the Thunderdome, like it's hard to keep playing one tournament that's like a little bit outsized bankroll from the rest of what you're playing.
Yeah.
And it also puts a little bit more pressure on what you bring back each week. And I'm like a big fan of, if you're really feeling pressure to like min cash or something, like you're probably playing too much.
Pull up Kareem's comment here. He wants. I'm very happy for Joe, Pat.
I'm glad that I have Kareem's support. That means
so
a
the
lot.
thing is, I mean, I'll speak for Leone. He's not happy for Joe because he played 2 tight ends. He played JD McKissick on FanDuel, and he got prematurely excited about a lineup that had no
show the
chance to hold.
DMs, man. It's way more ruthless than that. Tough scene, man. I'll remember this. I have an elephant's brain, Leone. I've always cheered for you.
I
so
am
you know.
being
I've
mischaracterized.
always told people that you're one of the best small field players in the world. I actually have said those words have come out of my mouth before.
Really? Because
Yeah.
all I saw was you doing better in small field this week than Leone, Joe.
Pete.
That was a compliment to you.
No, I know. I tried to get some people from my stream to your stream today. Did that actually
You
work?
did.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
good.
I was trying to keep up with the chat, and I saw a string of "We Are Backs," and I said, "What did this man Joe Holka do?"
Love it. There's no rate. Twitch is awesome. I could have just like literally handed all those people to your stream. It's way better. I just had to like berate people. Like go yell at Peter in his chat right now, and they did it, which is awesome.
Yeah. So game theory. I love you, game theory, but I'm gonna be that. Apparently, I'm that guy this week. You considered DPJ, but the win scared you off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He's trolling. He has to be trolling.
That's what scared you off of DPJ?
Yeah, man. 15 mile per hour wins plus. You can check out the plus minus on Fantasy Labs. That's your guys' like tool set, right?
I have not adjusted my priors on DPJ since he was the darling of preseason. I've just held steadfast. He's going to have a monster year. You play him every week, and you know one of these Hail Mary games is coming.
Do we have any movement on this Hermsmeyer-Bales Twitter battle? Or did he not take the bait?
No comment.
Are we like I think we're pretty neutral.
No
one cares
I think
what we think.
Hermsmeyer is actually at the game in Denver right now, so I don't know how much time he has for Twitter beefs.
I don't know. That's one of the more aggressive things I've ever seen Bales send, and I'm a fan.
Well, I mean he was going back and forth with SBF. It's literally going to be the richest man in the world, I think, in a few years. So, I mean, it's nice that Hermsmeyer is getting quote retweeted by the future richest man in the world. That's good for your article clicks.
Oh, is he the guy that owns Blockfolio or whatever it's called now?
Yeah, FTX or whatever.
FTX, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, does your camera by any chance move remotely?
No, I got rid of it because too many people made fun of me last week when I was hammered.
I loved it, dude. That thing was up my jam.
No, man. The moment has passed. Maybe next year I'll bring it back. Maybe if I like have a legitimate sweat and not just gonna get 9th place in this tournament,
Fine.
we'll bring back the moving tournament.
Someone has to do. Oh my god!
Look at that thing.
Oh,
Oh!
oh my
Oh!
god! Look at that angle. Oh,
Zoom,
he
zoom.
zooms in. No way! Can you believe
Where's
that?
your remote? Show the remote.
Look at how the sausage gets made. Oh my god! There's Leone and Joe Holka right there.
Get the kitty green screen.
Oh my god, that's technology right there.
You know what? You know how I know that you're high tech, Pete? You're as soon as you zoomed in, it like instantly focused on your face. Like that's not, you got to pay a lot of money for that, man.
It's true.
When do we get the Nelson Aguilar 50-yard touchdown? Where do we dial that play up?
About the same time as the Cardinals pick 6, roughly. You got a curved monitor, Pete? Someone said that?
I do, but I try not to brag, you know?
What do you mean? What's the point of having a curved monitor if you don't show people?
It is very hard, you know, being a content creator. That's one of the things that's tough. It's like, how do you show people your monitor? Because everything's always looking back at you.
Mm-hmm. No. When you're just grinding, editing 24/7, man, it's nice to have that curvature, man. It's better on the eyes.
Dude, I think Joe is Joey Donovan.
Yeah, is this your burner?
Joe,
I can tell you for free, I wouldn't be wearing a Patriots hat if it was me, but I do love Joey. He's a great guy.
I like
Joey. Is not happy with me.
Can we talk a little? I mean, Ramondre Stevenson is kind of happening. Stevenson. I mean, he's getting a lot of touches.
I haven't really paid too much attention.
Well, I'm just, you know, I had to update people because it was a couple of weeks ago I touted him as my Showdown play, and then he was promptly scratched about 5 minutes later.
Vincent's like low-key in the chat, always on my side, and I appreciate him. He knows like the undercover chirps at you, Pete, and that's why I'm a fan of Vincent.
He what?
He goes, I wish Pete had a good PC to go with that camera.
That is like such a
I think we
insight.
can all agree on that.
Look,
So good.
I'm going to fly Jordan out here to set up my PC for me.
The East Coast trip for Jordan.
Just a quick swing.
Leone, you want to go in on it?
There's enough
Just
people in
fly
Colorado
Jordan
to
out here.
keep him busy, man. He's like he's doing the Colorado circuit right now. Like half the people in the DFS world live in Colorado now, apparently.
Real
It is
monitors
pretty
have
wild.
curves.
Bum, 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 bum.
Nelson Aguilar bomb makes it move, right? Oh my God, Mac Jones.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Where are you guys watching this? Do you guys like have like a stream going on your
Oh,
computer? Because
no.
I feel like I'm blind as soon as we go on the show.
That's not a. I have a. I sprung for Sling TV this year, and so I got Red Zone via Sling. And I got a lot of shit this week because on Ship Chasing, I said on Sundays, normally when I'm not going to my nephew's christening, I go to the gym, I do a little Stairmaster, and then I go to the sauna. And so I'm watching Sling when I'm on the Stairmaster, and then I go on the sauna, I have my headphones, and I leave my phone outside the sauna, but I listen to the audio version of Red Zone while I'm in the sauna for about 20 minutes, and I got roasted
From
for
the
this.
sauna.
I mean, people think I need to just be watching every second of football. They say I can't even go 20 minutes just listening to the audio version of it.
Oh man, you're just trying to avoid biases, man. Like you don't want to watch Red Zone. That's just
No,
going to give you the highlights of what happened today. You're going to
I
have
like Red
no
Zone.
idea what teams were good and what teams were bad, right? All you need to do is open a 123-person contest to know which teams are bad and which ones are good, right?
Joe?
Bridgewater.
That reminds. I'm gonna
thought
hang on.
for a first down, and
You guys
they
are
called it
watching
a
Red
pick.
Zone. I'm gonna go grab my iPad because I actually had like for the first time I set that up today. So I'll be right back.
Dude, Joe was so fucking dead, dude.
Dude, that team was so shitty. It had like a 0.1% chance to do
Dude,
anything.
the second he showed that lineup, I was like, dude, you have a better shot.
You guys realize I have a wireless headphones on. Right? I can hear everything you said.
Fuck. This is what gets me. I try to talk shit about so many people on my shows when they leave, and all of them have these wireless, AirPods. Let the record show. If I leave and these headphones come off, you can say whatever the fuck you want, because Lord knows I'm not rewatching this show back to see what you said.
Oh, amazing. Okay, Damian Harris.
So messed
chill
up,
out.
man. Hey.
Is this where Joe puts his dog on screen?
No.
I feel like Joe for a moment was like, did I do this last week or not?
Joe has 2 bits. He brings the dog on stream and he changes his camera angle. If he could ever do them at the same time, then I would be impressed.
This Raiders pick has to get overturned. Like, there's no way that wasn't a catch.
Who would play Ricky Seals-Jones and Travis Kelce?
Oh, I love that dog, dude.
It's like really hard to carry now, though. She's like fucking 70 pounds.
Dude, we went to the pumpkin patch yesterday.
Wow.
You could get any pumpkin you wanted, one per person. Micah wanted the biggest pumpkin, and it was like a long walk you had to carry this thing.
He made you carry his pumpkin?
Yeah. How many pounds do you think the pumpkin was?
I'm going to guess he made you carry like a 35-pound pumpkin.
Joe, how many pounds do you think the pumpkin was? My son made me carry.
Sorry, what?
You just got this video demonetized. Go on.
What's going on with your camera, Pete?
What do you mean? My camera's fine.
Get the puck up there.
What? How many pounds do you think the pumpkin was that my son made me carry yesterday?
Is there a picture of this on social media?
No.
Yeah, can we? All right.
I have notifications set up for the Hermsmeyer
it's a
Bales
big
battle, but
pumpkin.
I have not seen this picture that you're referring to.
He
There is
hasn't
no
posted the
picture.
picture. You're just guessing. I said 35 pounds. Literally just say a number so we can move on with this, Joe.
Half the size of my dog, so 35 pounds.
That's literally what I said. You can't say anything else.
34 and a half pounds. I'll take the under.
Oh my God. It was 42 pounds. It was a
Okay.
big ass pumpkin.
You didn't have to
Mac,
include me
you
in
need
that.
to
You
throw
could have just moved
touchdown
on.
to Aguilar. I don't understand what Mac doesn't understand about this situation.
Mark
the
F
best.
says you found the best point per dollar pumpkin. You did get your money. Were all pumpkins? Did they cost the same amount?
Well, there was, yeah, essentially.
Oh, Sutton, another red zone look.
Oh my God. I knew they were going to overturn.
This is the best. I can't believe I've been doing this show for 2 years and haven't had red zone going. I can't wait to see Arizona have a pick six. It's gonna be the best thing.
What have you been? How had you never thought about watching the games?
Well, normally I was producing, streaming, all that stuff, and I had like some sort of red zone stream going, and now I don't. So I can do whatever. It's great.
Dude,
I just show up.
I'm tilting Sutton so hard. Okay, chat better not be messing. Don't mess with us, chat.
Don't do it.
Sun's in. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm
just
watching
waiting.
with my own eyes right now.
Me too.
Cortland Sutton, grown.
He catches us at the 6.
Mac.
The best thing
Steps.
is my
Oh,
stream
he
is at
hurdles through
least
people.
10 seconds ahead of both of yours, so that's great.
Wait. Also, it is Steven season. Ramondre. I
Okay,
call it
good.
seven
Now we
season
need-
because that's how many points he just scored. 6 if we're being technical.
We need a quick Dallas touchdown.
Pull up our lineups. Let's get the sweat going.
Min cash sweats, boys.
I love min cash sweats.
We are
How far off the cash line?
21 spots off the cash line.
7 points?
7 points. We're
7 points.
Laz gets fit is officially the cash line. Adam Levitan's head-to-head nemesis.
Is that really?
It really
Can I
is.
get a surrender button for the 4 p.m. slate?
Joe,
I've
trust the
had
process.
I've had slates like that. Oh, Joe, you're not even getting excited about our min cash? Who's Debbie Downer now?
Yeah, how about we all kind of, abandon our hatred for each other today and come together and coalesce. So let me see. What do we have in this lineup? I need to be reminded.
Because you weren't here for us this morning, Pete.
I
You
hate
left
to tell
us.
you, Kareem, but Leone just DM'd me and said you're already dead, dude.
Okay.
Corinne, I understand. Like honestly, like depending on your field size, you might be okay.
Wait. Okay. All right. I mean, we're definitely live for a min cash here. We're very
Yeah,
live.
I mean, it's basically a Dak touchdown to one of our guys.
Easy game. We got a snowflake though that's really bothering me. Who the fuck's idea was it to play Nelson Aguilar?
Yeah, that was
Come
my
on.
fault.
I mean, we did think about what is Amari at? Because our 2v2 we were debating like the Amari Henry.
We wouldn't have had the 6,200 though.
Yeah.
True.
It was only it would have been like T Higgins or something who didn't really do well.
I know TJ Hernandez had a really nice sweat at one point, but I think he has Amari, so I don't know. It's probably not so hot now. Like, what does Amari have right now? Like 5 points?
No, I think he's doing
7.
better than that, but he doesn't have.
He's got 3
either of the
catches,
touchdowns.
3 targets.
Oh, that's it. I thought he had more.
Me too.
Pull up Mookie's comment here. I'm about to fucking go off on Mookie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking excited about a min cash in a $1,500 contest. How rich do you think I am, Mookie? Are you kidding me? $2,500 divided by 3? It fucking makes it move, Mookie.
Pat, can you link your contest in the chat?
Oh my goodness. I just got outed by Lunchable Connoisseur. Someone sent me a $1 head-to-head and I did accept it. And it was you, Lunchable Connoisseur. I thought that was between you and me.
You throw an optimal in there? What'd you do?
I did. Actually, I was looking at ETR optimals earlier in the week, and then I just made it off of memory from that optimal. CP Trey, Pete, how sauce did you get at the christening? Didn't get any of the blood of Christ, but I did have some champagne after and some wine, some Sicilian wine, and now I'm pounding bourbon. So I'm doing good, man.
What kind of bourbon, Pete?
No free advertisements. Bullet. I don't know. Fuck if I know.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet.
I might get on the bourbon train with you. One of my buddies, his girlfriend moved to the middle of Montana. It's like the sick house in Montana, but apparently they have like good bourbon. So you brought me like a bottle back. I'm gonna go grab it.
This is just, I can't believe this.
It's actually in France, they call it Bullet, and some of you guys just aren't cultured. Oh my goodness, Bullet brothers. Cheers.
Hey, Joe, get the Bullet.
Get the Bullet.
This is like, there's not much left. I don't even know what this was doing up here.
I mean, a min cash. Yes, Lou Dog, 397th and 400. I'll put a plug in. DraftKings hooked up the Deposit Kingdom Discord with a rake-free tournament each week, and apparently 2 teams didn't even submit. So it's even rake-free on rake-free there with 2 dead lineups. Lou, that's how you know you're making good contests there.
Oh man, Joe's so far ahead of us.
I can
now.
hear you guys. I literally told you last time I left the room. I can still hear you
That
guys.
was not Ruggs. That's
What do you guys know about the Rowan's Creek? There we go. There you go.
Is it a bourbon stream now?
Apparently, yeah. I don't know, I'm not a big bourbon guy, but I enjoy this.
Can you put that up again, Joe?
It's called Rowan's Creek. It's like not like a
Nice.
crazy bottle or anything like that. I think it's like $60, something like that. I don't know. It's pretty good.
$60, man. Guess those small field FanDuel tournaments are treating you pretty good these days.
Well, ask Leone. Apparently, I'm dead.
I mean, you are literally dead at this point.
Yeah. I mean, what? Can we rewind the tape? I admitted defeat about 40 minutes ago.
Well, seems like it's still on your
Look,
mind.
I'm sorry, it's the only team I'm watching right now because my other teams are terrible. Is that what you want to hear?
Let me just try to translate for Leone, okay? Leone is very happy for his friends if he's also winning. But if Leone isn't winning, he wants the whole ship to go down with him.
Can we get Joe King's comment? Because that made me laugh. Let's get that 2 tight end money.
Listen.
Oh, man. So good.
I want my friends to win. I've run pure enough in this game over
You
the
cheered for
last
Levitan
2
so much
years.
more than me, man. It makes me so nervous.
Levitan had a fucking chance, Joe. God.
Levitan is a low-stakes cash game grinder who is just trying to get his beak wet in GPPs, and we're really proud of him.
Hey, man. If I found it, run the Sims. If I found it, established the run, would you have cheered for me or no?
I would have cheered for you, Joe, if you had. I cheered. First of all, I did cheer for you. I just didn't think you had a realistic shot. You can't blame me for being a realist, okay?
I don't know, man. Maybe give me like some sort of false hope as a friend. Jesus Christ. Trust. Yes, butchering the board is a great spot to go. I love that spot.
The whole bit, Joe, is, when Silva goes against Leone, it's man versus machine. You're trying to tell a machine to have empathy for your lineup. I mean, who do you think you're talking to over here?
I don't do enough yard work to have that kind of leverage that Silva does. So I don't know.
Joe, next week, you're going to take down this tournament. And we're
Zeke
going to be here
absolutely
rallying around you.
Can we get a Dak to Schultz or CD touchdown?
That'd be awesome. Zeke looks great, though.
Oh,
we don't say that on this show.
Someone tackle Zeke.
I was really hoping that everyone was like, oh, maybe we got the Dallas Cowboys wrong. And then we just come in here, swoop in like these smart GPP bros, have our Dak double, just clean house. And it's just really not happening.
The thesis of the play is still intact.
Sure.
Which is an exciting afternoon min cash.
The chat is saying that the Cowboys' number one wide receiver is hurt.
Cedric Wilson?
Yes.
Well, now they're not going to be able to move the ball. Now we're really in trouble.
So I got to get Jordan here to fix my lighting. My face
All
just
right,
changes colors.
Jordan, Leone and I are paying for an East Coast road trip.
The issue is we're at some point putting on an addition and my office is changing rooms, and that's going to take forever because we never get anything freaking done. So there's no point in me doing it until then.
Don't let him talk you into a remote camera, because
dude, I love the remote camera.
It's not worth it.
I thought it was worth it solely for last week.
The remote camera is worth it solely as a talking point on shows when there's nothing else to talk about.
I mean, pays for itself.
No, have we gotten any updates on Silva? Do we have any takers ready to help him in Chicago? Because that tweet was one of the funniest tweets I've seen this past week.
From the company account.
And then Silva was very defensive. My background is good.
Amari.
That's not who we're rooting for, Joe.
I know, but it was deep.
What happened?
He dropped one at like the 5.
That wasn't a catchable ball, Joe.
That's a tough drop call.
Am I just unrealistic in every aspect of my life right now? What the fuck?
That wasn't even
that play is a microcosm of things. Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the replay right now.
I miss the days when you guys were nice to me.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna watch right now. That wasn't even close to being catchable.
I watched it live and I was doing a couple things, so maybe I'm wrong.
Dude, the cornerback got 2 hands on the ball and Amari got 0.
The ball might have been in the 4th row. Dalton Schultz. Fuck, he's wide open.
Joe's so far ahead of me.
Joe, what kind of broadband
Give us good news, Joe. What's with this realism you're pulling? Give us good news.
I bought Red Zone for the first time in like 6 years, and it's worth it now because I'm 10 seconds ahead of you guys.
You said Schultz. I just watched Dak go.
Josh, if you think I'm drunk right now, you might want to watch Week 5.
Man.
I don't even know what Joe's talking about. I thought there was a Dalton Schultz drop, and I see Dak rush for 9 yards.
Yeah, Schultz is wide open.
Well, the good thing is the Broncos are going to throw, so Sutton's not done yet. He could.
The Cowboys, are we seriously kicking? I mean,
what?
break the leg.
This is just not what we wanted to see. This is bad on so many levels.
It's very bad. Why a 4th and 1 from the what? Miss this, you piece. Like, this is why you don't kick. Fucking idiots.
Lunchable. Maybe I just love my dog, man. Like, what's wrong with that?
Seriously.
What happened? Did someone
4th and 1 we're kicking there?
Make fun of anything but my dog, dude. Come on.
All right, pull up
He's
your
so
lineup
cute.
again
Your
then.
dog.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
Ah, look.
Dustin, like,
I'll
again,
always
if you think
have-
this is my rock bottom, like, I would direct you to week 5. I'm totally fine right now.
Joe, people think you're self-destructing.
I mean, again, I don't understand that. Last week, I could totally get it. I'll take all of the blame for how Levitan will never come on this show again.
Oh, man. Bum, 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 bum.
More Zoom. Do people love the Zoom?
It's all we have now, Joe. I'm running out of jokes. Leone's running out of bitterness toward your lineups. All we have is your Zoom.
Can we do a FanDuel lineup next week?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Fine.
Strong arm Peter into that.
I mean, now that I know that you could literally play anyone over there, like once I heard JD McKissick's viable on FanDuel, I guess I'm on board.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's the best thing.
2 tight ends. It's the fucking Wild West over there.
You play whoever you want, literally. That's the thing. Can't talk about FanDuel, though, Leone. Are you guys coming over to the stream after this? Where'd you get that? It's way nicer than the one I have.
Well, he's a true influencer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna screenshot this.
Dude.
I want one of those. It's Nike? They have Nike stuff?
It's really nice. It's a few years old now.
I think mine is not.
Yeah,
not
Joe, are we
Nike.
doing a tight end?
I mean, I made a thumbnail, so if you guys want to go over there for like 5 minutes, we could.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm overflowing with takes on this Showdown slate. I mean, it's hard for me to even contain them all.
Oh no, what did the Broncos do?
Pick. Oh my God. Is he gonna run this back?
No.
This is not good.
I definitely had Raiders D at some point. Oh my
Nice.
God.
Would Joe put McKissick in captain if that game
Not
was
in
on
air yards,
primetime?
baby.
Sudden air yards.
Oh. Oh, who's 7?
Cowboys
Trav-
pick 6, says the chat.
Diggs.
That's not great.
That's awful for us.
That's not good for anyone, right?
We need them to get the 2-point conversion.
Actually,
for
I
sure.
think I have Dallas D in the double spy that I was min cashing earlier. Let me check on this.
Dude, this Trayvon Diggs stuff's insane.
Oh, I got Dallas D on a 4 p.m. only team. Let's go. We're not completely dead.
Let's go.
No, never mind. The more I look at this, if it was like 100% field, I would have outs, but no, I'm out. I think I'm dead.
I
Are
got
you making fun of me, Joe?
Oh, dude, I think I legitimately don't have a prayer, so I don't even think it's worth talking about.
Joe, you gotta get this bitterness out of your soul.
Came at me first, man.
Joe's
I
getting
am-
black and white on us. That's how pissed he is. It's just like, I'm going.
Why does it
black and
do that?
white.
I open Streamlabs and it happens instantly. I don't know how to fix it.
I'm now 57th in the double spy, and I have a 0.6 score from Adam Humphries.
Why
Gotta
didn't
love-
you play double tight end with Ricky
If I
Seals
play,
Jones?
if I swap out Humphries for Ricky Seals Jones, how many points did Ricky Seals Jones have?
Like 16, I think.
All right, so that's a 16-point difference. That would get me up to 176. I would be in 10th place in the double spy if I played Ricky Seals Jones instead of my Galaxy Brain Adam Humphries play.
That's wild. Dallas failed the 2-point conversion. So now we need a Nelson Aguilar bomb touchdown, a 2-point conversion, then Dallas go down, kick a field goal, overtime. I think that's easy. That's realistic, right?
It's
as
so
realistic as the
realistic.
Cardinals pick 6. What happened to Joe? Oh, there he is.
I'm here. I'm messing with. I can't open my stream until we go. Apparently.
What do we want to do? We want to shut down and finish the sweat over there? Like, what do you want to do?
Here, we can literally go over there for like 5 minutes. That's fine.
What gets me off the air quickest?
Well,
Yeah. How about 7:30? No matter what happens, we'll cut this. And go over it.
Unless
So Joe, tell the people what's going to happen at 7:30.
tell
7:30. I'm going to send you guys a link in the chat. We're going to go over. We're going to talk about Sunday Night Football for about 5 minutes. We're going to give you guys the best MVP play on FanDuel single entry, and then we're going to call it a day.
Is Gerald Everett back tonight?
I have no idea. You should probably know this.
I'm just thinking about the double tight end showdown lineup I'm about to tout tonight.
Oh, it's a very, very specific. That doesn't really translate to this game.
Just really. All right, thank you, chat. Everett's back. Good to hear.
Nice.
All right. Come on, Nelson Aguilar. This is where you make your salary, buddy. Oh, you know what, Joe? This FanDuel slate's a little more interesting. Oh my god, that's
the
TB,
worst quarterbacks ever.
Fucking Bourne. Oh my god.
Oh,
Are you kidding? It's Bourne instead of Aguilar?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god. I mean, that's still good for us, though.
Yeah, we need the 2-point conversion, though. Like, big time.
couldn't be Jacoby.
You think Jacoby's cracking off a big play like
No, he's
that?
allergic to the end zone.
Get out of here. Jacoby catches 4-yard balls and falls down.
Okay, we needed the 2-point conversion. That's like our out here.
Nice to see Robert Kraft having a good time in the press
We're only
box.
like 6 points out, guys.
6 points. Can we get a min cash one time? I need everyone on their feet. That's it. I'm going standing desk. I need everyone to rise up. It's min cash time, baby.
Here we go, Pete.
Leone
You ready
got
for
the
this?
standing desk. Let's go. Holka's got the standing desk. Let's go. Everyone's on their feet. It's time.
Oh, we've reached the top of my green screen. I'm gonna...
We've reached the top.
Wait,
This is
did
nice. I
Jacoby
might do
do
this on more
something?
shows.
Did Jacoby get a 2-point conversion? That's what the chat says.
That'd be big. We could get overtime.
I just wanted to show he still has never scored a touchdown. It doesn't count. Sorry, Jacoby's mom. Get off the field.
I kind of
Oh,
like the
man.
standing. I might do this more.
The standing's real nice. Everybody, let's get some calisthenics in. Let's get some side bends here.
I'm loose. I'm
I
feeling
wish I was in
loose.
space like
Let's
the
get
only
some arm circles, baby arm circles, bigger arm circles. This is us swimming in min cash money. Oh God, what is this shot?
Here comes the
Oh my
remote
God!
control
Holy
camera.
cow! Look at that torso. My
That-
God!
Is the best bourbon I've ever seen.
See that thing?
Oh
See that
God!
thing?
Look at that midsection. I wish my favorite tout's midsection looked like that. Oh
You
God!
got one zoom in you. That's all you get.
Oh, what a tease!
We weren't done.
Oh my goodness!
Someone said Sutton had a catch. Oh
What?
my goodness.
Sutton catch.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, boys. We're 4 points out. Actually,
No, man,
like
we're
3.1.
dead. Like,
No,
let's
shut
let's
up!
be realistic here.
We are not dead. We're the opposite of dead.
Dude,
We just
Joe's
got
gonna
on our
hold
feet.
this against me for the rest of my life.
You're telling me that we're dead, or we're like 1% defense and a small field dead. Like, there's a difference.
we are more alive for a min cash than a pick six.
Fair enough. Oh God,
What happened?
I love that I'm ahead of you guys.
Well, I
Oh.
don't. If you're gonna fuck with us,
Tony Pollard 3-yard run.
Shut
come on, Joe. Joseph, hockey player
man.
Holka.
Holka. Hang
Long
on.
time ago, my friend.
I'm gonna press a button right now. I'm gonna put
Okay,
Joe Holka.
Lunchable's gonna get banned.
No, he's fucking. Fuck
Yeah,
off,
he's.
Lunchable.
I don't believe Lunchable.
I'm putting
for a
Joe Holka
second.
on a 10-second delay right here. Click. Joe Holka on a 10-second delay.
Lunchable. This is your first and final warning.
Lunchable, if you're lying, we're gonna be eating Lunchables tomorrow.
I like Lunchables.
Yeah. Mr. carrying a 42-pound pumpkin and his Lunchables. CD, catch that.
Come on, CD Lamb.
Next time you
Ooh,
do
did
it,
Sutton
Lunchable.
did Sutton get another catch?
I want to see if I'm beating Lunchable in our head-to-head.
I
Oh
think
my
Sutton had another
God.
catch, but I don't. I'm looking at the play-by-play. Yeah, we did get a Sutton catch. We're 16 yards from the bonus for Sutton.
I lost my one head-to-head, 147.98 to 14. I'm not a cash game, bro.
Until week 18, bro.
Week 18, I will rake all of you.
You know that cash game team has outscored all of our teams. Right?
I mean, that's how it works.
Except the double tight end team.
Double tight end was viable in cash on DraftKings. Actually,
It was actually what was in optimals. That's what's so nice about double tight ends. You didn't even have to think about it. You just run the optimals and you jam it.
Well, no, it wasn't. You can imagine what it'd be like if it was, though.
I'm gonna have to get drunk next week.
Yeah, you should. Be nice to see a little person. Leone just dropped himself off the stream. I guess they started working on that addition at Leone's house a little too soon.
Pete, what happened, man? You were the fake drunk guy today. I thought you were gonna come on and be drunk.
I don't know where where did this rumor start that I was gonna be hammered for this stream?
You said that in our chat. Do I have to find it?
What?
Guys, we're 1 point out.
I had one glass of champagne and some wine at my sister-in-law's house. Why did you guys think I was going to get drunk? You thought I was going to get drunk at a post-christening celebration with my in-laws?
I mean,
Honestly,
if you had any integrity, then yeah.
That doesn't sound as bad as you're making it sound. Yeah, that sounds like where I would get drunk. Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys. My in-laws are disappointed in me enough as it is.
Oh my God, why are we're watching Latavius Murray rushing touchdowns right now, and I can't handle it. Who told me to put red zone on? This is just like trolling right now.
1 point away.
Perfect. Devonta Freeman touchdowns on the ground.
Can we talk about like what happened to Tyson Williams? I mean, he's clearly the best runner they have. Oh, here comes Mr. Leone ready to defend the olds.
No, I'm not defending the olds. Oh shit.
What?
I didn't realize Pat was fading Sutton, and he got passed by Sutton. So that's shitty.
Did Sutton just have a catch?
He had like a couple catches on this drive. Yeah, the Tyson stuff's weird. You got to think he'll get a shot eventually again by the end of the season. Just given the olds I mean, they're really pushing the olds to the limit.
Basically, your wet dream of a team.
Oh my. What was I forgot who the player was, but I had Crane on establish the edge, and there was some player, and Pat was basically like, essentially he was saying how I feel about all the olds, that he was just being like somewhat reasonable about it. Like he didn't even like really like the player. He was just trying to be like remotely reasonable. And now everybody says he loves the player. Maybe it was the opposite, hates the player. I'm not sure.
Leone Fitzgerald came out of retirement so we could have AJ Brown, Fitzgerald, Zach Ertz sets. Would you buy a Cardinals jersey and match Joe?
Are you talking to AJ Green?
Oh, Cedric Wilson, the number one wide receiver on the Cowboys.
That's huge. We're inside the cash line.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What? Fucking pull it up. Stop burying the lead.
Dalton Schultz.
What?
Tell me he scored a touchdown.
4-yard run.
Okay.
We're cashing?
I'll take it.
No, it was 4-yard catch, I think. I
We're
hope
cashing.
it might have been
escalating,
Jarwin.
Boys.
I can't tell the difference between Jarwin
Show me
and
the
Schultz.
ladder. Leone, show me the next stretch goal. This fundraising goal is kicking into overdrive.
I will if I'm smart enough to figure out how to do this.
Man, this Cedric guy can't catch.
If
we need to get to 37.
So 25th really is like what we want. Oh, we're in 37.
Wait,
we already hit
what?
it.
Show me the next stretch goal, Leone.
Oh,
25th.
Replay. Sorry. No
So
fan
we're
touchdown.
6 points. We're 6 points out of it.
I want more.
Wait, how much is second place? Let's give us a sudden touchdown.
Noah
Fant.
Fant.
No fan. Yeah, no, I thought the same thing. It's a replay.
We need we need overtime.
Can we celebrate for a second? Today started off
Not
really
allowed.
shitty. We're fucking min cashing in the tournament that has been the thorn in our side all year.
Oh my God, bomb. Never mind.
Joe,
I mean, it was a bomb, but it was nowhere near anyone. So.
no, that's what you do.
Who's number 17? Who are these wide receivers for
Is
Dallas?
that Noah Brown?
No, 17. I don't know who it is. It's not Cedric
Turner.
Wilson, and it's not
It's
Malik
definitely,
Turner.
it's definitely not Amari Cooper. It's definitely not CD Lamb.
I think it's Malik
literally-
Turner. I touted him in super large field stuff.
Sure.
Hey, does this mean that we have to stand for all subsequent shows?
Of course.
I don't mind this. I haven't stood for a show in a long time, but this is nice.
Is standing the new rally cap?
It is.
What was the holding? Was it on defense or offense?
Pete, I still got my hard hat.
Maybe double. I want the rally cap
It was a
and the
flag.
stand.
Holding offense.
Oh no. What do we need for the CD bonus? 31 yards for the CD bonus, 27 for Schultz. We could get the
Onside
double
kick.
bonus if we get OT.
Oh my God. Broncos might have recovered that.
Oh, please tell me. Yeah, I got that. Oh,
Broncos recovered it. I'm not kidding.
Come on,
Let's go.
baby. Let's go, Court. Let's set it 6 yards from the bonus.
Is that what we are? Show us. Are we off the cash line in that one too?
Wait. Sutton's on this team.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He's on both our teams.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That other team's dead, right? Or no?
That other team,
How far?
we're not that far out, actually.
Let me show. Let's get this sweat going. Show me the ladder, baby. We're fundraising. Call
we
in.
need like 5 Sutton points, but he's close to the bonus, so it's actually not. But that's all we have is Sutton.
So we need what? Give me a number, Leone. I need a number to root for.
Like 6. We need a Sutton touchdown. Sudden touchdown, things get interesting.
Who's 33? Running back. Never mind.
Joe.
Oh, Javante.
Mm-hmm. I have people in the chat right now. Someone, Twisted Reality Gaming goes, it's 7:30 W2F. Where are you at, my guy? Is Anthony Miller playing?
Anthony Miller?
Is he even on the team?
I thought Anthony Miller.
I'm
Wait.
so confused by
Joe,
this
you
comment.
just tell me when you want me to switch stuff.
I'm good. It's not going to take us long. What time's the game start? It's 7:30 right now. What time's
We're
the game
fine.
start?
We're fine. Everybody relax.
Oh my God.
What did CD do?
CD!
CD catch.
At least 20
wondering
yards.
if we
At
want
least
the
20 yards.
touchdown
Probably
or if we wanna
27.
Get greedy with overtime.
It's 4th down. How is it 4th down? That was a long
Wow.
catch.
I can't believe Cedric Wilson got
4th
cucked
and
by
1.
CD.
It's 4th
on
and
that
1.
bet.
Are they going to kick the field goal or what?
They might kick it.
No. If they kick another field goal.
We want them to kick the field goal.
Oh, you're right.
Is that a tie?
All right. It is a tie. It's overtime. What are we looking
let's
at,
get
Leone?
OT.
We're one
OT?
spot out of the next ladder.
If we
One
got
spot?
OT, we're not doing Sunday Night Football for the record. Can't do it.
Oh,
Can't do it.
Dude, if we get OT, I don't know if we're like totally dead for like top 10. If we get OT. If we need this sudden bonus. though.
Greg the leg, it's time for redemption.
I'll
If he
let
misses
Twisted
his field
Gaming
goal,
know
it's
that if
gonna
there's
be
OT, that we will not be there. Does anyone know if Anthony Miller is playing?
What team is Anthony Miller on?
I'm gonna have to Google this.
I thought he got cut from the Texans.
He
Is
got
that
signed
what-
by the Steelers, I think.
There we go.
Wow. The Steelers will they'll take anyone. They don't care about the locker room.
Okay, come on. Someone
They
said
say
he
it's
made
good. Greg the leg. The chat says he's good. When is the chat live?
Chat
We're-
is never wrong. Chat is
Oh!
never wrong. Not when
It
we're
was-
standing, at least.
Honestly, like the chat, maybe they were really like excited, but that was not close. Or that was
Wait,
very
what wasn't
close to
close?
not being. Yeah, Anthony Miller, Pittsburgh Steelers. Who knew? Practice squad.
You know you're a showdown degenerate if you're contemplating playing Anthony Miller on FanDuel.
And he's like attacking me because the event said it was going to start 5 minutes ago.
Tell him to come over here, hang
Teddy
out.
threw a pick. We didn't get the sudden bonus.
I wonder if I can tag at establish Yeah, let me get the link.
That hurts.
I
We
really
needed
feel
the
bad for this
sudden
twisting
bonus.
gaming guy.
Shit, we needed the sudden bonus. The sudden bonus was like, oh, that was
What
our
is
kickstarter.
CSU Rammy doing in this contest? I want to see CSU Rams lineup. Let me see what this guy's doing over here.
Won everything last week on FanDuel.
Heineke,
Oh,
McLaurin, Ricky Seals-Jones, bringing it back with Tyreek, Mixon, Shepard. Nice lineup, CSU. Nice team, buddy. I'll fucking allow it. I don't like it, but I'll allow it.
We're so close. We're so close to that next pay bump. Freaking Teddy, what were you doing on that throw, dude? It's like he didn't know all we needed was a 6-yard Cortland Sutton catch, which would have been like 4.5 points.
No.
What happened?
Sorry, I'm just watching this Twitter thread between Hermsmeyer and Bills.
Oh, is it still going? I just thought it was like one thing.
We can let this go, but like the one comment just kills me. Hermsmeyer goes, sounds like an NFT bro, to be honest.
What does that even mean?
I don't.
Oh,
All right.
man.
How are your goons doing? Your lava goons since I pumped them. I heard they just released Troon, the coin. It's coming out. Leone, did you see that in the roadmap?
It's an ambitious roadmap. we just gotta see if they can execute.
It's ambitious. I don't know why that kills me.
All right, can we get Aguilar?
Oh my god. I mean,
Listen,
we don't really want. I mean, we want OT more than we want Aguilar, right?
Yeah, because we could, like, in theory, we're only 7 yards from the CD Lamb bonus.
We got
We could get a
OT, right?
Schultz bonus.
End of regulation.
Dude, we ran so pure on getting Minnesota Carolina OT just to get a KJ Osborne 30-yard touchdown.
Should I delete this thumbnail? Save it for next week?
Joe, we'll do whatever you need to do, man.
Yeah, you just tell me what you want me to do.
You just tell us what to do. You want me to come over on your stream, drunk as hell, to tout Anthony Miller and Gerald Everett? I'll do it.
Pete, you're not drunk. We both know that. You're basically LinkedIn Pete right now.
I called it Belit Bourbon. I mean, what more evidence do you need?
Belit.
A Belit talent.
Look, even Mookie, we've got. Look at the positive energy. Things have turned around, okay? I'm sorry for the negative energy early. I should have been more optimistic.
We got to sweat. We can't talk about
I need a
apologize,
beer.
Joe.
I need to downshift out of Belit.
I kind of want to sit down. This standing stuff is like rough, kind of.
All right, so Joe, I think this is what we want. We want.
Don't talk shit about me.
Yo, Pete's
can't
headphones
hear
don't
us.
go with him. So
Pete can
like,
hear
dude,
us.
every week it's like, can he host a little bit better? I mean, I get it, but it's like, come on, Pete. Like get it together.
He's been struggling a little bit on the cold opens though. Like they used to be super funny and entertaining, and now it's just like people are just waiting for the show to start. It's tough, man. And it's supposed to be like a hook.
I don't know if it's just not natural to him anymore, or if the
one thing that's great though is anyone like is it even debatable who the best team in the NFL is this year?
Oh no, not at all.
6-0. Is that good?
Okay, so let's get like a 50-yard Aguilar catch. They settle for a field goal, and then Dak to CD for the bonus. Dak to Dalton Schultz for the game-winning touchdown. Raise your hand if you're opposed. I don't see any hands.
I don't see any hands.
I got to get this link. We're going to get Twisted Reality Gaming over on the Tilt Space right now because he doesn't understand why we can't go over why Anthony Miller is on the practice squad.
This is honestly a bigger sweat. If the guy who's mad that we haven't started live,
I can't even imagine going over there right
just
now.
tell him to get over here and I'll give him the fucking MVP skeleton key for tonight.
The 18 people there come join us, which is the good news.
Patriots get the ball first. Step 1 out of 10 steps to victory.
Scott Hansen, look at that nice purple pocket square. I personally would have a hard time going with a purple pocket square on a blue blazer, but Scott Hansen fucking pulls it off. Just had to get that in there.
Sean G is the man. Sean G probably came from our stream, goes over to my chat and goes, "Hey, let them be. They have a sweat. They're trying to win some money. We'll see you next week." What a guy.
Oh, wow.
What a guy. Sean G, my hero. I don't know.
Schultz bonus, CD bonus. I mean, Leone, the machine. Tell me, what are our odds to win this bad boy?
I'm gonna tell you, it's less than an Arizona D pick 6.
You guys see
It's less than
McKissick on the
that.
highlight reel on Red Zone here? Tough. 4%.
Oh, Joe. What projection system was McKissick popping in on FanDuel?
It's
Joe,
proprietary.
for the record, I liked the team you made. Okay,
Oh,
I
so
was
it's
joking
correct.
about I like the mega stack in the real small field. I really do.
I don't even know how to respond to that, but thanks.
Oh, someone said Aguilar dropped the ball.
Aguilar drop, drink.
What? Oh my God, Nelson. Does he understand what's at stake? Someone clipped the Philly Fire dude who was like, was he gonna drop it like Aguilar?
Hang on, pull up Malik's question here. This is kind of, I was thinking about this last night. Penny Hart or Zach Gentry. Do you guys have any hard takes? Because I can build a bull and bear case for both.
Well, a penny for my thoughts. It's gonna cost.
I knew you were gonna. The chat's saying Jacoby. Why are people excited about Jacoby?
No, don't tell me we ended.
Or
it
is
on
this
the
just Smiz stoking the flames here?
If Jacoby did, or Joe, what happened? You're ahead of us.
Tell us.
Did Jacoby end this on?
I wasn't really
boring
watching.
touchdown?
I'm watching. Yeah, there's the Kendrick Bourne run. I don't know. That's not him.
I think Al just whipped everyone into a frenzy about Jacoby Myers.
Just a catch. Okay, just a catch. Just a catch. That's fine. You know what, Nick? I don't have to imagine.
Are you drunk, Nick? I mean, what's going on with this spelling here? I'm Agin playing
It's a good
Aguilar.
attempt. That was a pretty good attempt.
It sounds like he's really wants to play Aguilar in GPPs. Like he's just raging to play.
Rage Against the Machine.
Probably delete a YouTube event.
This is when you know someone has an oddly specific sweat. No Bolden on the field? Question mark.
I'm trying to win my 24-man home league, and I was forced to start Brandon Bolden.
Oh, goodness.
Leone,
Jacob-
you want to know how right you were right now? I have 37.34 in entry fees right now. I'm currently winning 37.69.
Dude, do you want to know? My wife just texted me, "You watching the Pats? Crazy game." She's like, "What do you think I'm doing, babe?"
I'm working my ass off.
She saw the bourbon was gone. She was nervous.
Dude, she gets so pissed when we crack a bottle of wine and I finish it after she goes to bed.
What were you
Is that-
supposed to do, man?
Is
You're
that
not gonna
kind of
let
like
that
the
thing
watching
fester.
a Netflix show ahead? Is it
Yeah,
the same kind of
except
thing?
she watches the Netflix shows while I'm doing shows, and I drink
Ooh.
the bottle of wine when she goes to bed. We're happily married, though. I just went to her sister's son's christening, so we're good.
I love Joe.
Mike to
Joe.
Joe.
This is like really hard for me to
It's a long.
decipher here. Last 45 husbands.
I don't know. I think Ryan is saying that.
I mostly agree,
and I are
and I caught
meant
about
to be
10% of
together.
that.
Okay.
It's a hell of a catch from Mixon, by the way. Sorry, that was Chris Evans. Who's Chris Evans? Is that the backup running back?
You know who J.D. McKissick is, but you don't know who Chris Evans is? They're the same guy.
I mean, both of them scored 15 points today, so who's laughing now?
Who's to say?
One of them was in a really good game environment.
Okay, what's happening?
No one
feel like-
knows.
I'm just
Red
getting
Zone?
replays
Can
from
Red Zone not
Red
show
Zone.
me the game
I don't think it's
anymore? I think I need to get off Red Zone.
the games. Yeah, we got to go to a different game here.
Wait, seriously? Did they get booted?
Yeah.
This
we've been
happens,
watching
right?
literally nothing for like.
How do
I
we
don't know
watch
if
this
my
game?
Sling subscription has this.
they're
How do we watch this
punting.
game?
Is it on what channel? Someone tell me a channel.
Might have to watch the rest or do the rest of the show from my couch.
What channel is this game? CBS? I don't have CBS. My Sling doesn't come with CBS. I'm screwed.
Dallas and Giants. We got it right here.
Oh, I'm on Fox. Where's CBS?
All right.
Dallas and Giants. What?
All right. Fucking bootleg it.
Oh man, I usually don't use YouTube TV that much. I don't even know how.
We're gonna be okay. I'll just do this the rest of the show.
This honestly works for me.
What's Joe doing?
He's showing his eyes.
No, this is awesome because
will you go full screen? Leone, go full screen. Thank you. This is great. Honestly.
This works?
This is the best. This is so
We're going to get
easier.
it before chat. Is the best part of it.
Wait. Why is Dallas Giant? Why is this? This isn't the right game, dude. This is like an old game.
No, what are you talking about?
Us?
Oh, you're right.
They're playing the Patriots.
What are you showing us?
What are we watching?
I think it's a highlight.
Someone just said Lamb bonus. Someone just said CD catch. Dak to CD for 15. Pull up the lineup. Pull up the lineup, Leone.
I am not a good enough producer to handle this pressure. 18.
Wait, 18. 4,000, baby.
Okay, next jump.
What's the next jump? Let's get
15th
greedy.
15th place is another 1K, which is about 4 points. We need 4 points.
We just jumped CSU Ram. Hang on one sec here. CSU. I'm lowering. I'm lowering. I'm lowering. I'm lowering. Suck it, CSU. Suck it.
I really wish I had you full screen, but again, not talented enough as a producer to do that.
Why is this a highlight?
Joe, like
I love that we watched Dallas Giants for like a solid 30 seconds.
It's not even the game. Oh,
I'm getting hungry.
Herzig. Let's see what Herzig has. Mr. Best Ball Bro graced us with his presence in here.
Someone who said Dak got hurt. That can't be true.
No, get out of here. No, he's saying that's the game Dak got hurt. Please don't read things wrong and scare me like that, Joe.
Herzig with the Stafford double. Shepard coming back.
Is he done? He's done, right?
He's done.
Dead man walking. We're coming for you. Joe, like Leone, no one ahead of us has PMR. We're the PMR fucking kings.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Come on. If I could still find a channel to watch this game.
I think we could legitimately come in like 4th place.
I'm going to buffstream.com. No free ads.
Like if we got a long touchdown bomb, we could come. Is that Schultz? Schultz catch.
Schultz catch.
I think we could come in 4th place. Like basically a touchdown, but the problem is they're going to kick a field goal.
Hang on. Did we
need a long touchdown?
Did we just pass Herzig?
I don't. Yeah, I think we passed Herzig. Yeah.
Amari for 15.
Hang on, let me see it. No, Herzig's still ahead of us, but I need to see it.
I think it's not. Oh no. Yeah, Herzig's still ahead of us by
Cooper
1.
catch. Chad is saying Cooper catch.
Okay.
Cooper Cup or Cooper catch? I want a Cooper catch.
I give up on this.
Hey, watching the highlights of that game versus the Giants was worth it. That was really exciting.
We gave it a good like 15, 20 seconds of an opportunity there.
That's Schultz down at the 1 by the Jarwin touchdown. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, everybody says that every week, and then Sutton missed that really long one. Who's this guy got?
No, we've never talked about a 1v1 for winning the Millie Maker before. That wouldn't be us.
Yeah,
I just want to pass Herzig. I'm not even watching the game. I get all my play-by-play from the chat. They say Pollard 8-yard run.
What we need is a 40-yard touchdown pass to Dalton Schultz, and we come in 2nd place.
Bring up DK Live.
CD Lamb 7-yard catch for CD Lamb. Let's go.
Oh, can you do the thing?
I am. I'm just waiting to see it. I'm just waiting to see it.
Oh shit! How do I?
All right. Did we just pass Herzig? I think we just passed her. I'm lowering. Hey, Justin, stick to best ball. Suck it.
Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Tell me it's true. 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 Tell me it's true.
Go to the lineup,
baby.
Screen share, Leone. Go to the screen share.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. I'm
Go to the screen share.
I'm on the screen share. I don't know what's happening. Could we have? Okay.
What did we do?
Okay, I think we could have gotten into the top 5, dude. Second for third place. 20K.
Yes. Hang on. Let me read off some names. I'm
you
lowering.
Shit me?
I'm lowering. Just 10 Bird 10. Suck it. Jim Rat 1958. Suck it. B Pro 45. Suck it. Ravens for repeat. Suck it. GB Mihan 07. Suck it.
Oh man, I'm getting texts that I'm too loud.
I'm gonna get those too.
Never in doubt. I knew this lineup. Dude, remember when we started the stream? We were in like 200th out of like
Imagine not having a
212.
sweat, hey? Never in doubt.
Oh my god.
What did I tell you about these Dak doubles? Are you shitting me? Oh, that was not.
Tilt space, baby. Tilt space, baby.
Oh my god, that was good.
That was so bad for me personally and so good for us as a group. So it's awesome. It's the best thing.
I'm sorry, Joe.
It's all good, man. I was dead anyway. This is perfect.
Look, we tried to tell you right out of the gate.
We tried to tell you were dead. Yeah. Hey, man. Leone gets like he could tell the future, man. He knew that CD was going to drop 40. Kidding me?
Oh my god! And so is the game
like,
over? None of us are even watching.
I think
the
the slate's over, right? The
slate's
that's
over.
Slate.
That's the
it.
slate.
The game's over. The slate's over. Walk off third place by 0.1.
Remember when we were even like 12 minutes ago
What's that swing
on the
from
year?
What's the difference from third to fourth, Leone?
It's actually, I think, kind of big.
Oh
5K.
my god!
We could be talking about Sunday Night Football right now.
All right. Let's land the plane. We got to go on a high note before this energy fizzles out. Thank you guys for tuning in to a Tilt Space where we started out at each other's throats. We were mad. We were angry. We were tilting. And where did we land? We landed winning 20K in the tournament that has been the thorn in our side. Thank you to Joe Holka. Thank you to Michael Leone. We're going to head over to Joe Holka's YouTube stream right now and build a very drunken, very joyous, merry Showdown lineup. Subscribe to ETR. We're here every Sunday just fucking killing the game in GPPs. Some people wanted to say GPPs are too hard to win, and we said no. We crush it every week, baby. We're out. We'll see you next week.